And off we go. Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday. It's the 8th of September. And it's 16 minutes past 8 here in England. So it's rather early. But we're live, and we've got Myrtle and her daughter Mercury. Now, did some live stream yesterday. We had a very successful day indeed. And we also did some live stream on Friday. So we've decided to do two more live streams today. As you can see, the setup, it's all done. It's all set up. And I think Myrtle and Mercury were quite surprised to be lifted up this morning. But it's all good stuff. So I put some more hay in, and they've got some cucumber in there. And then when we've done the second live stream, we'll then shake all the mats out and mix it all around a bit. But we've got two here, and we'd love you to join us, and do give us a thumbs up. That'd be fantastic. And over the course of the next 2 or 3 hours, more people will join and put some comments in the chat, and I will come backwards and forwards back and read it, because obviously I can't sit here for 3 hours, but you can see the guinea pigs. So who did we have yesterday? Yesterday afternoon we had the crazy crew. We had Honeydew and her daughter Coco, and we had her daughter Bella. And then in the morning we had Stardust, and we had her great granddaughter Storm, and then we had Storm's daughter Moondust. And on Friday we had obviously the Teddies, the 5 female Teddies family, and we also had Ted 2. And his 2 friends. We had Pepsi, and we had his our guinea pig, who is Stripe, and Stripe is Bella's daughter. So this afternoon we will have, or a bit later on today, we will also have Ted 2 with Pepsi, the black and white one, and with Stripe, who's our one, and we'll have Moondust. So Moondust will also be in with Ted 2. So that'll be on later on. So how can you help us? Well, you can watch us live, and I appreciate if there's no one on, it's difficult to have a chat with people. But I just wanted to run this early and see what happened. So I can run this in the background on a window, and you can do the same. If you're re-watching this, just open a window and watch it. So good morning to whoever's now clicked on. I can see there's one person on. So if you just leave it on an open window, that is fantastic. There's Myrtle. She'll grab and run with that. There we are, some pieces of cucumber. There's a couple of tunnels there. There's a little house there, and I can manually move the camera, the webcam, and we get the little house there, and then we've got another house here. There we are. So, and I can move this. Also, I can move the camera into the cage. We've got a piece of wood in front of the camera frame here, and I didn't really want them to pull the tripod camera over and start chewing on the wire. But the wire goes over the back of the mesh cage, and it's a 4x4. So that's the size that we've got. And I think it's about 5 foot by 5 foot. So it's near enough 25 square foot there that they've got to wander around in. And we've also got, it's about 1.5 meters kind of thing, maybe slightly over 1.5 meters squared. So it's all just something different. So we welcome you joining us. Do just keep watching. Just have it on in the background. It's a nice Sunday morning thing to do. Wherever you are in the world, America's about 6 hours behind us, but then places in sort of like the Middle East, Asia, about 6 hours ahead. And the guinea pigs are quite active actually, because it's not really hot, so the guinea pigs are quite good. Now the lighting in here, we have got some lights, but I don't want to put too many on. Ramble's on. My goodness me, Ramble! It's 3 a.m. Dear me, it's very nice you're on, but shouldn't you be asleep? So I've got my desk here. I mean that kindly, Ramble. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. So you're very welcome to join us, but I'm concerned about your well-being. um, but no, I've also got. Actually, I tell you what, Ramble. I've got something very, very interesting I can tell you. I haven't yet looked at our stats for the watch hours. So let me do that now. Hang on. This is live. This is totally live. Okay. So I am going to see how many watch hours we got on Tuesday, the 3rd of September. So let's have a look. Okay, so yesterday's, the figures are about 5 days behind. This is totally live, so my reactions will be as seen. And yesterday's figures, they came in at a total of 1,594, and that was based on the watch hours as at Monday, the 2nd of September. We're around about 5 days behind. So let's have a little look. Okay, this is live. My reactions. Okay, so I know you want to guesstimate. All right, so we should be over 1,600. I'm going to say, because Tuesdays and Wednesdays are a bit quiet. I'm going to say we're going to have the new figures will be, I'm going to guess now, 1605. 1605 is what I'm going to go at, and the actual figure is 1602. There we are. So, like I said, so 1602 gets written. Now, what happens is all the hours from a year previously get taken away, and all the hours watched on the 3rd of September, they get added to it. So that's 6 hours were viewed on the Monday into the on Tuesday the 3rd, which is we have lower watch hours on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, so they are slightly lower, and then they pick up again as people can watch more and more. So we're trying to balance this out a little bit. So that has totally given us. All right, so I've got a total here. So that's given us 106 hours for 7 days of viewing. So every time there's some data, I can go back a bit further. So 106 hours on a week of viewing, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. So over a year, that's 5,000. That's more than we need. So that's brilliant. So we're heading in the right direction. That's mega. The interesting points will be, because we did I'm still laughing. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You're watching us. Can't believe it. I should be juggling or doing some tricks or something, or singing, but it's only 8:25 here. It's oh dear, oh dear. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. As you're All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Ramble. As you're going to go soon, I normally don't move the tripod into the cage until a bit later on, but I want to move it in now for you, all right? Because if nothing else, it'll help you sleep. Let's just move it in, and you can then see. There's a bit more of Myrtle, and so I've actually got this. I've got this set up in the conservatory, and yeah, it's just so it's not a walkthrough. So people aren't and there's Mercury there. Well, that might be the best views anyway. We've they're all fascinated. Mercury's funny. She eats terribly with her mouth open, but she's very funny. I just wish these two got on better with Stardust and with Storm and Moondust. But we have separated. We put them out on the grass, and we put Myrtle in with Honeyduke and her family, and they calmed her down a bit. And then Mercury was much calmer. So that's all good stuff. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Long term, the idea would be to put Myrtle and Mercury in with Storm and also with Stardust. But we'll see on that. We'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, so that's the camera angle. And I do think that because I did a live stream on Friday. Those hours will come through on Wednesday. So in 3 days' time, I'll see those figures, and I believe that I'm looking at we're looking possibly. It's about 15 hours of watch time on the live streams on Friday. Now, I didn't go live at 8 in the morning, but I did go live about 11. And then we did some yesterday, just to update you. And that yesterday was quite successful. I think we've got about 20, 25 hours maybe. And then today, obviously I've woken up and we've got the setup, and I've just put a bit more hay in there, put some nibbles for them, and changed the water bottles. Got 2 water bottles just behind the camera, and it's just seeing what happens at 8 o'clock in the morning. And because in the afternoon here, with America being 6 hours ahead or behind, or 5, 6 hours, it kind of works quite well for the American market, unless you're up at 3 in the morning. So it's kind of quite good just to stick the hours in and trying to see what people want to watch. Now, Myrtle's to the left of the camera, so she's gone for a wander. Let's. I know if I move, she's going to move. She's going to go back round again. You'll see her in a second. There's lots of hay in that corner, so where's she going to go? There we are. I think you'll see her in a second. She should come round. Now it does pick up. It does pick up some. Some really, really good footage. We had some good footage yesterday, and later on today we're going to have TED2 with Pepsi and with Al2, which is Stripe and Moondust. So that will be quite good. So maybe I might let TED2 run around with Moondust for about half an hour before we actually go live, because we don't want anything non-child friendly, do we? So let's see what we've got. Okay, let's read some of Bramble's comments. Let's have a look. Bramble's going to hang here for 10 minutes, so that's great. We'll keep you on board for 3 hours. Let's do that. Come on, let's wreck your day. No, we won't. Need to catch up on the videos. I haven't watched the Stripe and TED2 video. Blimey, that's miles and miles back. Stripe and TED2, that was I'm just here now. See, Stripe and TED2. Goodness me. So Stripe and TED2, Ramble, that was out a week ago, and that's already had 4 hours, 145 views. So that's a good one. They're very cute together. He's very good. He's very good. TED2 is very good. Then you've got a Pythagoras one. She's very cute. She's our youngest Teddy. She's got her sister here, but her sister will be off to our friends in a couple of weeks' time. But Pythagoras is very nice. And then we've got, then Xenocrates is 4. There's a little video we did last Sunday. I did a bonus video, which you may or may not want to watch. Then we did an update on Moondust, and that's really cool. We've got a real, we did a video of Moondust meeting TED2 last Sunday. So we did it in advance, and he was brilliant. He was fantastic. She was fascinated by him. So they've got on really well. And we did all these videos pretty much in one take. We don't edit them down. So there's lots of stuff to watch for you. So it's highly recommended. And if you watch them, you'll get to sleep better as well. There you are. So you can watch them while you sleep. Red-eyed piggies are so underrated. I love them a lot. I know, red-eyed piggies, they're great. People are a bit funny about them sometimes. But the personality of Mercury, look at her, she's lovely. I don't know if it's possible to see on the webcam, but her colours, there's grey and there's like red in it as well. She's a fantastic colour split. And around her eyes, her dad, Dasher, he had these big circles around his eyes, not through tiredness, just through his colour markings. And that's also come through on Coco, who is has got the same dad as Mercury. Now, you've also said how you're hyped. You're hyped to see how they turn out. I tell you what, Ramble. I hope you're not hyped when you hit the sack and go back to sleep. So that's cool. Oh, I took a DNA test recently. Apparently, I'm 1% Welsh. Wow, that's impressive. Now, now I am. Uh, Wales is lovely. Wales is nice. I'm also. I have a percentage of Welsh as well. I'm a quarter Welsh. So my one of my grandmothers was born in Wales, and around 120 years ago. She's not alive still, but she was one of uh, 14 14 siblings, and they're the ones that made it to adulthood. And there was, I think, there was at least two or three young children that didn't make it that I know of, and we. But she was the youngest sister. There was five sisters and nine brothers, and they were born over a 25-year spread. So actually, her oldest sister have had children who were older than my grandmother, which is amazing. Amazing to think about it. But you've got so yeah, so a few years ago, and then when she was like about um 20, she then moved to London and didn't live in Wales anymore because they were coal miners. Originally, her father was a tin miner in Gloucestershire, which is near the Welsh borders. And around about 1870, yeah, the late 1870s, there was a big push to get miners to Wales to dig the coal out. So clearly, the tin mining had eased down a bit. So my great grandfather went with his wife and their baby to Wales, South Wales, and he was a miner, and all his sons were miners, apart from the younger ones. And yeah, they lived in a house in a village, and it was and we've been there, and it was a very small house, a good community, we believe. And then we went there a few years ago, and we went to a big coal mine called the Big Pit, and it's a place to go to and see how coal mining was done, and it's run by coal miners who used to be coal miners. It's a fascinating place. So we did that, and then we sort of so Wales. So there were sheep crossing the road. It was amazing to go there. All very good indeed. So Wales is cool. Now we've so that's just it's great. I've done a bit of family history, and there's also obviously each time you go back, you're quarter Welsh, and then if you go back again, my grandmother's parents, neither of which were born in Wales, they were born in England. So you then get the percentages and stuff like that. So it all mixes around. We've got a bit of, I've got a little bit of Irish as well, because they came across from Ireland and then went to Liverpool, which was a port that was easy to get to, and then they joined the army, which was a natural thing to do to better yourself in the 1850s. And then a lot of people went to the navy as well because it provided a decent meal, a career, and opportunity to travel. So I've also got some relatives that were born in Malta and Gibraltar because of their parents their father was in the navy, and they so the wife went along and had kids, and then came back to Portsmouth, which was a major base as well. I've also got some London as well. So let's have a look what else Ramble's put. I really appreciate Ramble you staying with us. Hopefully you're not too tired, but hopefully the visuals and the verbals from me will make you sleep. Sleep is so important. Um, so Pythagoras and Xenocrates are your favourites. They are lovely. Honestly, Xenocrates is a beautiful guinea pig. She's 4 now. She's given We've given her a great life, and she's given us great memories. So she's doing well. And every day I give her a daisy from the garden that's on the grass. I try and pick a daisy and give it to her, especially, and she likes that. I think she's used to it now. Also, you've got you've got mostly Jewish and Spanish background. Your great grandparents moved from Poland to New York in the early 1900s. That's amazing. I mean, obviously, New York. That's got the statue, has the Statue of Liberty, and lots of people travelled across there. And it was a welcoming position, and America was very welcoming and very a big mix of people from Europe, and it's made it the country of opportunity and everything like that. So that's absolutely tremendous. Especially you've got these stories as well. I'm sure family folklore, and obviously based on what my um, grandmother said to me and was passed to my dad. Um, Elements of stories get slightly um, uh, they get slightly blurred over time. And when you can do family history, you can look back and actually get the facts. So I remember her saying to me, because I asked her about her mum, and her mum died in her late 40s, and her and I said, she died. Did she die quite young? She said, yeah, she had too many babies, and you kind of know in the olden days, 130 years ago, you know that they didn't all make it, the little children, and that's why they had big families. And it's these are individual people, and it's very it would have affected the parents at the time, but they also knew they could have more children, and that was a fact of their life at that time. And so they just kept having, and also, you know. Um, the facts of the life at the time it was a hard life, but they tried to enjoy it and make the most of it. But they had big families, big community spirit, and then they settled in their areas. The community spirit of the turn of the century in South Wales was very very caring. They didn't have in this country we have the welfare state, so we look after people. The state does, but it wasn't existing 100 years ago. So it's all adds to it. So so Ramble's also gone on to. I don't want to diminish what you've put, because you put some fascinating stuff. But you put they had to move due to Jewish persecution. Okay, your dad was born in New York, and I went there a few times. It's an awesome place. So I know a little bit of history. I may be not perfect on this, but um, moving from Poland to New York in the early 1900s, the the Polish state wasn't established until after World War One. So before then, Poland was a mix of it was a historic state, wasn't it? But it was a mix of part of Russia and of Germany or German states. And then after World War One, it was created, and obviously, there's always been persecution of many different peoples, but yeah. So they're going to New York. New York's always been It's been a melting pot, hasn't it? New York's a melting pot of many different cultures, and yeah, New York's fascinating. I think my wife's been to New York. I haven't been. I've been to Florida, but not to New York. So we're at 25 minutes now, and Ramble's been on for more than 10 minutes. So I put some new hay in there on top of the older stuff, and they're enjoying themselves, having a good old run round. This space is more than their their cage. The cage they have is about 2 by 3, maybe fractionally less than the 2. Certainly by the 3, fractionally less of the 2. There's just the 2 of them in a cage. I try and get them out on the grass when we can, but it's just damp. It rained heavily during the night. So we've got so we've got all of the guinea pigs will go out they went Friday, Saturday, and today, and then tomorrow I might do some more of this. Maybe not at this time of the morning, but I may well just put it live and then just run it and have it running in the background. People don't have to. People don't have to actually watch everything, but we do get people from around the world who maybe English isn't their first language and they don't feel confident to put some comments up, so they don't. But they just watch it, and watching's fine. Watching's fine. So let me see what else you put. So, do you think guinea pigs could take a DNA test? Well, I guess they could. But what is strange, Ramble, is that when I put some video up on the shorts a few days ago of our original 6 females, and 4 of those are the ancestors of our 14 guinea pigs. I'll include the Pythagoras' sister, who we still got. So 4 of them are their ancestors, and but you would never know. You would never know that 4 of those original 6 are linked to the ones we've got now. I could be pulling the wool over everyone's eyes and saying, "Oh, yeah, they're related," but they really are. I think people have to trust me. We have got pictures of those guinea pigs with their babies, who their babies grow up and have more babies, and then the next line down, and so we can link it down. But the DNA, when people say what is Mercury, what type is she? And her DNA, her great grandmother is Plato, who was like a lilac, crested lilac. She had red eyes, and a lot of that lilac's come through. Now, has it come through over the 3 generations? Just suddenly appeared? I don't know. It might be that a mix of Mercury's parents was just perfect, or bit somewhere else. I don't know how the guinea pig DNA works, but it would be fascinating to know where they all come from, I guess. And if you could just press a button and you could say, "Oh, that would be quite good," and all the rest of it. So, is an Aslan his buddy related to? We believe so. So Aslan is the Pythagoras' brother, and his friend was also a a purebred teddy. Now, our friend who passed I think it was called Ferdinand. The new owners are calling him Ferdinand. His new owners. So there's 2 teddies there. Now our friend, she has teddies, and her teddies often come over to us and meet our female teddies. So clearly, Ferdinand is most probably related to Aslan. It may be like a first cousin removed or second cousins or something like that, but there's certainly a link. Our friend doesn't keep quite the same detailed records. Once they've sort of gone down a couple of generations, she's moving on to the next ones, but she'll never put like litter siblings together or anything like that. There's always a degree of separation, which is brilliant. But yeah, so there is a link there, which is fascinating. And genes hide, and they do pop out of nowhere. And your parents have brown eyes with hazel eyes like my grandmother. Yeah, well, you can't have multicolored eyes, can you? Unlike if you're David Bowie, but he had someone hit him in the eye and it made his eye dilate or something. Guinea pig family tree. Yeah, we've been asked about that, and I have said I'll do it. And it's like everything. It's time. It's time. It's time. I'd like to do. I'd like to do one. I'd like to do one. Now, what we can also do, which is really cool, uh, I've discovered that when I live stream, because I live stream in the conservatory, and I've got the laptop and I've got the big monitor as well, and I've got a chair. It's a lot easier than doing it out in the garden, I can tell you. And it's not bright, so it's really good. I can now see how much watch time we get on each video as it's watched. So we've had 5 people like this, and we've got one person, got yourself on, and we may well get some more over the next couple of hours. But at the moment, we've got we've had 0.7 of an hour watched, which is brilliant. You know, it doesn't have to be we don't have to have hundreds of hours and everything. So we've had half an hour, so we've had point 0.5 of an hour, and we've had 0.7 of watching, so which is fantastic. So that's all it's all very, very good. Also, we know that people do rewatch these. People have favourites, and people can pick up the both the comments written and also me doing a bit of chit chat, and so that's all really, really good. I know some of the hours from yesterday got rewatched, and also some of the longer live streams get rewatched as well. Now, Ramble, you need to go off to bed. So why don't you go off and sleep? Otherwise, you're going to feel terrible today. And it's fine. It doesn't matter if there's no one watching, because people will come on board. But I don't think you should go off to bed, because I would feel terrible if you were still watching this in 2 hours' time. That must be dreadful. You've also got 7,223 subscribers. So that's gone up by about 5 um, in the last day. They're not totally, they're not always we don't always get 15 or 20. So we end up with some. Uh, I think, Ramble, you should go to sleep. There's Mercury. You too, Ramble. You go look. If you want to, are you watching this on your phone or laptop? If you're watching on, leave it open. Leave it open. It'll just keep watching, and so long as you're not like on paying as you watch or something. But you have a good one, Ramble. Sleep well. Oh, okay. So long as you're not on pay as you go, you can leave it open, but turn the sound off or something. And it'll just show someone's watching. It's entirely up to you. Otherwise, just switch it off and chill out, and we'll see you later. Don't worry, Ramble. I'll fall asleep as well. We will see you later, Ramble. You have a good day, and we'll catch up with you. Go. It's not often I tell people to go away, but go away. It's 3:30, 3:45 in the morning where you are. I'm gonna go and grab a coffee. See you later. I'm going to grab a coffee. I'll catch up with everyone later. I'll come back soon. Off you go, Ramble. Right. Okay. So Ramble's gone off. I hope. Ramble was up at 3 in the morning watching us. We're 45 minutes in to this live stream. It's on Sunday morning here in England. It's just gone 9 o'clock. So good morning to you all. We got there's one of you watching. It doesn't matter. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to comment. We've got 7 likes. So just give us a like if you haven't already. That's fantastic. Now I can see on my watch time that we've got over an hour of watch time. So we've got 46 minutes of running time. We've had over an hour of watch time. So thank you all so much. I know some of you will do what catch up and stuff like that, and that's really cool. So let's see what we've got here. Let's do that. Then we'll go back to this. And I'm just putting a link up on the community tab actually. So let's see if we get a few more people. So if we do, we do. You know, if we do, we do. It's not the be all and end all because I know that everyone is busy. Okay, but I know that a lot of people um, are do have their favourites. Have their favourite guinea pigs of ours, which is very we're thrilled. We're thrilled. Um, oh, and I want to watch. Yeah. And I just like to write nice, polite comments. Because everyone is totally valued on our channel. We really do appreciate it. And it's nice to have people catching us. So we've got some people who've come over. So do give us a thumbs up. Do watch. If you want to write some comments, that's great. I'll try and respond to everything. Uh, that's cool. We've got Pluto Rabbits. Look at this. There we are. So Pluto Rabbits is on board. There we are. Good morning, Pluto Rabbits. You are. It's Sunday morning. Can we believe it? So Ramble. Well, I went live, Pluto Rabbits. Rambles. It's 3 o'clock. So can you believe it? So there we are. So I thought we'd just because I've got the setup, I thought I'd wake up Myrtle and see if she'd be cheering. But Myrtle is there's Myrtle. Myrtle's around. Mercury's there as well. Myrtle's in the on the left hand side house. So don't worry, Pluto Rabbits, that's fine. You just keep it ticking. People can just watch and they can keep it on and they can turn it off. That's fine. Here comes Mercury. Come on, Mercury. It was too good an opportunity to not run a live stream because it affects no one in the house. I don't have to be outside. I don't have to leave technical stuff outside. The ground's wet anyway, so we can run this. It doesn't affect my day, and it gives people the opportunity to watch if they want to. So it's just and I can wander in and out, and I can do little bits and pieces. Camera lady is about to go out down the gym, and or get away from me, one of the two, and so I can do stuff like empty the dishwasher, fill the dishwasher up, uh, get the water bottles for the guinea pigs, chop some veg. I can do all of that and go backwards and forwards. It's all easy peasy. So we've currently I did give an update a few minutes ago on the watch hours on this particular um, video, and always fascinating to see the watch time. So we're up to about 1 hour 12 minutes. So that's all. So I think so. We have more watch time than the because we've got more people watching. We've had more watch time than we've had clock time, which is always lovely. And we've now at 1,602 watch hours over the last year. We've had 1,602. So thank you all so very, very much indeed. That figure went up 8 hours based on last Tuesday's views. So thank you all so much for that. Now today on the channel, we've got just trying to. I dare not. I don't want to press the wrong button. Today we've got a. What have we got? What have we got? Yes, so the Moon Dust and Ted 2, that video is now up, I think. It hasn't had any views yet, apparently. But that's up, so that's quite good. But we are live streaming, so maybe but it's only gone up a few minutes ago, so that's all good stuff. We've also got some more live streaming later on today. We've got Ted 2 with his friend Pepsi, and R2. We've got Moon Dust, who's not yet been in with them properly, and we've got Stripe as well. So those four will be in here later on today, so that'll be cool. We're currently up to 52 minutes of this live stream. We'll probably run this till for about another hour or so. It takes it up to about 10ish. And then our thinking is we're going to run the live stream then of Ted 2 with the others. We'll put them all in the cage together, and then we'll give it half an hour, and then we'll run it. We'll set it up live. And then potentially we can then do Ted 2 a live stream for 5 hours or something like that. We can really see what we can do with that, because I know there's quite a lot of interest in Ted 2, and obviously with Moon Dust and with Stripe as well. So it's quite a good one to show. That would then pick up quite a lot of the audience that are in America, because no one, unlike Ramble, will be up this time of the morning. So that's all good. So that's the plan, and we hope many people will fancy watching it. So that will be all good stuff. Now, obviously, at the moment, the live stream's just popping up as and when. We're not actually stating times too much, but we're trying to do what we can when we can. And my idea is that what I can do is when we are live streaming, I can then do some other stuff here on the computer and just chip in as and when. And also by speaking in this room, the guinea pigs get to hear my voice, and so that just chills them out a little bit. And then we'll move the furniture in their cage around a little bit as well. Now, anyone who's slightly concerned about who's thinking about how often we're going to clean this cage out, once we've done today's show, later on this afternoon, we're then going to pick all the blankets up and shake them and clean them, and then put it all back down again. So that's our thinking. We may possibly do some live streaming tomorrow. Don't know. And then we've also got the opportunity to do some in the evenings, but we might need to mess around with some lights. Also, I don't want to upset the guinea pigs and their sleeping patterns by having loads of lights, but we can try. There's ways and means of getting some lights set up. Also, if we can increase our watch hours, we need on average 11 a day. That is the average that we would need to reach the 4,000 watch hours, which then enables this channel to monetize, which doesn't affect anyone who's viewing, but what it does open up some options for us, and we can then enhance the viewing the experience. So that we've got that as well. So we come up to 55 minutes. We've got between 2 and 4 people watching at all times, which is lovely. It's a nice Sunday morning. Here in England, what's the weather? Well, it's overcast. We had a thunderstorm last night, lots of heavy rain. Um, some of our washing, which we left out, that's all soaking wet. But the rainwater's quite good, I think. If you are just picking up onto the channel, onto the live stream, do give a thumbs up. 8 people have already liked this, which is awesome. In 55 minutes, we try and run the live streams at different times. We know people around the world, obviously, you know, people around the world are in different time zones as well. Our guinea pigs will do everything and anything, so they're all quite happy. We've really got space, the way the conservatory is set up, we've got space for one decent cage. It's currently set up as 4 by 4, so it's 4 pieces of mesh one way and 4 the other. We could go 3-4. I don't think that would detract um, from the viewing experience. But I do think it's nice that the guinea pigs have an opportunity to stretch their legs. It is helpful to them. I think that's the key. And potentially as we go forward into the winter, we might well be able to during the week we might be able to set this up so that when we're like not here, we can give them a chance to stretch their legs and run around in the winter, because that's really important. You know, you can do it when you get home from work or whatever, or college or something like that. But it's nice during the day from just to have a stretch out and just chill out. So that is something which we will be looking into. Obviously, we won't necessarily be able to live stream for hours and hours if we're not about, but we can do all sorts of things. I think that on the live stream you can actually set a start time. So I guess theoretically you could set something up so leave the computer on and then just start up at 8 in the morning or something. I guess you could. I don't know. We're learning stage by stage on this. We don't want to have we don't want to say we know it all. So, but we'll see. Anyway, it's Sunday morning. It's 9:15 here in England. We're coming to 1 hour on our live stream. If it surprised you, it surprised us. We've got Myrtle and Mercury, 2 of our 16 guinea pigs that we currently have here. These 2 live together. They're mother and daughter. Mercury is the one you can currently see the back of in that tunnel, and her mum, Myrtle, is to the left at the moment. Let me show you. I'll just turn the webcam around slightly. There we are. So Myrtle is in there. She's in that one, and we've got Mercury eating, as they always do. They never stop eating. They're little machines. So we've got her sitting and munching there. So these 2, so they've got plenty of space. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, they've got 25 square foot there, tons of space, stretch their legs. They've got new things to see, new things to do. They can run around. They've got the scent of the guinea pigs that were there yesterday. So that's all good from a social point of view. Lots of fresh hay, food. We've given them some vegetables, and we'll give them more throughout the duration of this live stream. And then what we'll do is we'll then probably run this for another hour or so, and then we're going to make sure that we then build up to the second live stream, which will involve TED2, borrowed mail, and also Pepsi, the black and white one, and then R2, which is Stripe, who's Bella's daughter, and Moondust. So Moondust today, Storm's daughter, will be properly introduced to TED2. And as I've said, what we're going to do is we'll let them run together for half an hour, then we'll go live. I'm not gonna go live as soon as they meet, because he'll probably be quite interested in her, and I don't want all of that on live stream, just in case there's it's inappropriate visuals. Because knowing our luck, it'll be right in the middle of the screen. Whilst that, maybe we can chat at another point of time. I think on a Sunday it's a little bit over the top. So let's do all that sort of thing. So that is what we've got coming up today to all our wonderful subscribers. So we hope that you stay with us, or you just dip in and out during the day. Whatever you do, whatever you choose, is awesome with us. Now I know that we've done quite a lot of live streams in the last 2 days, and we thank everyone who's dropped in and watched a bit of it. You don't have to watch it all, but you can watch them on catch up if you wish to. We also have a lot of wonderful people who will comment on the live chat, and they can ask questions. They can also chat to each other, or they can just put some comments up. So we'd always welcome people to say hi. Even if you're from a non-English speaking country, you type up your words and it will translate for me, and so I can then put some comments up on that. So we welcome absolutely everyone. Now, as I've said, we can see we come up to 1 hour and 2 minutes on the clock, but I can also see with more people watching, I can then see how much the total watch time is, because YouTube calculates everyone's watching. So if you come on and watch half an hour and then you disappear, that half an hour goes into the record, and someone else might watch an hour, someone else might watch another half an hour. So on an hour on the clock, that might be 2 hours. But let's just do a little update, because I find it fascinating what we've got. So we're about 1 hour and 2 in, and this live stream currently has got 1.7 hours. So we've got over an hour and a half so far on a 1 hour live stream. So thank you all so much. It's compounded views, and they seriously help our channel. So whilst we put the hours in on creating the content and setting all this up for live stream, it is down to you guys who do the views. So thank you very much indeed. Now we have got these two, and I'll bring some more food for them to eat in a moment. I'll put it in the middle, and then they'll come down and they'll probably grab it and run. Actually, we shall see. Had a really good day yesterday on the live streams. That was fantastic. Thank you all so very much on that. That was greatly appreciated. It's really good, and yeah, really good. So we've got some good stuff coming, and we've also got some more. We don't have any more guinea pigs coming. That's not. We've got no more incoming guinea pigs for quite a little while, but we do have. The next one going will be Pythagoras' sister, who's the second teddy of the litter from Democritus. So she'll be leaving us in a couple of weeks. So look, you can see Mercury's dozing already. There we are. So we've got some really nice stuff coming up. We've got today I'm going to do some more videos with Camera Lady. We've got a review of Guinea Pig magazine, which we're going to do, and then we'll post that up during the week. We've also had a request to do how to pick up guinea pigs, so we want to do a little video on that. We can do that in the cages, and that'll be quite fun. Also, we can then do. We've got some other bits and pieces that we want to show. I think Pythagoras needs to maybe meet some of our other guinea pigs, so we might do a little bit of a video on her meeting some of the guinea pigs, and maybe that could be a little series. I don't know. You have to wait and see. As someone said yesterday, I think it was Spot, who's very good on the numbers and that sort of idea, was saying that people, when they're getting our videos, they're getting little adverts from YouTube as well before and during, which is he said it's quite interesting. It clearly shows that they are putting the content out, which is welcome. So we are a growing channel, and we have got content that people do like to watch. I know that it's not like crypto or anything like that, but it is just a it's a fine niche, guinea pigs, isn't it? But it's very nice atmosphere. So if you are joining us, a huge thank you very much indeed. So we've got Angela Perkins. There we are. Angela has joined us now. Angela, if I remember rightly, you in Nottingham, and you joined us yesterday. Now Angela said. She said, "Good morning, Simon. Watching and listening to you whilst cleaning my guinea pigs out. Love your content. Keep it up. Good work." There we are, you see. If nothing else, after an hour of being live streamed, those words, they encourage, and well, I don't know, it's another E word. Excite. There we are. Excite. We know people are watching, so thank you very much indeed. If you have just joined us, do give us a like, a thumbs up. That then takes us to 10. We're at 9 at the moment. Will someone give me a 10? Will someone hit that like button? We've got more people viewing as well, which is all good. What we're going to do with all these live streams, we're going to we're going to work out what works best on times and all the rest of it. I'm going to go and get some broccoli because Mercury is sitting up there, which is lying down now, she's having a little sleep. So she's look, she's crashed out. There we are. It's not this conservatory is not like warm. It's not heated at the moment. We have got a radiator in here, but the radiator is a complete waste of time as far as we're concerned because the heat just goes out the roof through the glass at the top. But the previous owners of this house, this was the lady's office, the conservatory, and so where the sun appears around the side of the house, and then it goes. So where Mercury is, she'd be looking to where the sun would be coming around about noontime, and then it would keep spinning around the sun. And it would go. So in the summer, this house, the conservatory, is like an absolute oven, a sauna. So that's why we don't do any live streaming here in the summer. But the summer in England of 2024 was a right load of old rubbish, as Angela will attest. And the summer of last year wasn't much better either. But the summer before that, in summer 2022, was very warm. And it was 39, 40 degrees at one point. And we had the guinea pigs on the grass, and we had lots of shade, lots of water. We had some ice bottles near them as well. And their cages were quite warm indeed, and we had them on the grass, and with the sides of the cages, the breeze was going through them, and they were lovely. But we didn't obviously have live streams at that point. But we have obviously got the cages still out, just in case we can put them out. But it's not looking too great. Now we're currently at 25 past 9. Angela's cleaning out her guinea pigs, and we'd love to know what the rest of you are doing. I'm sure you won't be surprised, but we actually used to do a radio show, me and camera lady Ellen, and we used to do a radio show, and we would do chit chat, and then we'd do records. So on a Sunday morning between 9 and 11, we used to do a radio show, and it was we were very, very good actually. But we didn't get it was local radio, it wasn't like national radio. So we had so you had to play records and then do a bit of chat and create features. And my wife did a bit of ventriloquism because we've got some with children. We've obviously got some cuddly toys and stuff. So we had some voices for them. So my wife used to write a script and then do daft stuff with them, which was fun. And then we'd do like local events and would mention that. And then we'd have like an open text line, and you'd occasionally get rather risque text sent across that you had to read very carefully and make sure there was no innuendo and downright filth in the joke. And then you could if it was okay, you would then be able to read the text messages. We didn't used to get many text messages, but when we did, it was like, oh, it's so exciting. And then you'd get like, you have to be really careful because on a Sunday morning, as you can appreciate, there's a slightly different type of radio broadcast that people would expect. And we were on at 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday because we could do it at home. So we could actually do it in this room. But I was sitting watching the guinea pigs. At the moment, I turn to the left and I can see stardust, and I can see storm, and I can see moon dust. But so we would just come on at 9 o'clock and say hello, good morning, and welcome. And then we did 21 shows, and then we moved house as well in between all that, and then we just had other things starting in September, so we then stopped it. But at that point, 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, I had decided to really 3 years. It's 3 years. Goodness me, it's 3 years ago since we stopped the radio show. Did the radio show for about 6 months, and I wanted to do more on the guinea pig side of it, and so we've enhanced that. And so whilst the guinea pigs on social media didn't immediately take off in late 2021, it was all the work, it was all the prep work, all the hours putting in, building it up. And I took Instagram up from about 3 or 4,000 up to what it is now, which is 29,000. And then other things, YouTube. This is a very, very new project. YouTube. This is something which I've only been doing this for less than 2 years. I created the account, the channel, at the start of 2020 as a side, as like, oh, I'll start a YouTube. I only put a couple of videos up and then left it, and then because Facebook and Instagram were slowly going up, I thought I'd try YouTube, and we put Storm in a little mug, that video up, and that was very popular, and that started pushing it through. And we also had loads and loads of videos that we could upload immediately, of which we still upload them. And it was just a question of trying things out. So we've done that, and this year, whilst we had put some long videos up last year, we've really, really, really tried to enhance the channel's appeal and interest to our many followers and subscribers. We're incredibly grateful for everyone. So that's a little bit about us and why we do this. So the channel, whilst we've had it for 4.5 years, in reality, we've only been really pushing this for less than 2 years. But so it's really, really good. So Angela, how many cages are you cleaning out, Angela? Tell us how many cages. That'd be really cool. I will do a little update on our watch time for this live stream. We're currently at 2 hours, 2.25 hours, which is really good. And you've got Mercury wandering around there. Let me go and get some broccoli, and I'll come back. So do keep watching. I'll put the overhead light on. We've got 4 bulbs that are in the top of the conservatory, but that is probably about 10 foot up. So whether that'll make any difference, I don't know. But let me just flick that on, and I'll go and get some broccoli. Let's see. We don't really want lots of artificial light in here. Also, I may sound distant because I'm sitting down. Hang on. No, I don't think that makes much difference. Not noticeable. Let me go and grab some broccoli. I'll grab another coffee, and then I'll come back in a few minutes. So thank you, everyone. There we are. So we put some broccoli there, which is some tomatoes, and there's a little bit of strawberry tops as well. So we had Pluto Rabbits come on, and Pluto has said she's off now. Saying hi to Spot and Quiggy. So there we are. And goodbye to Angela from Pluto Rabbits. So we have a very, very welcoming and chatty community. So please don't feel, as you don't know the people, you shouldn't put a comment up. Please put comments up. We've had quite a few people join us over the last couple of weeks or so, and they've just clicked on and put some comments up, and then other people have welcomed them on board, and it's been really, really good. So please do feel very free. You might be watching this on the catch up, and then you think, "Oh, maybe I'll do a live stream." Please do. Don't feel hesitant about it. But let me give you the weather forecast. This is a radio show, isn't it? This really is. Apart from there's no music. Let's give you a bit of chat here. Actually, we've got there we are. So today. Just quiet. I'm just trying to hear when we have got rain. Today it's going to be. It really is a radio show. It's going to be a high apparently of 20 degrees, which is 13 Fahrenheit, and we've got 25% chance of rain the whole day. But it's going to be 19 degrees tops, which means they're not going to go on the grass. There we are. We've got weather warnings issued. What does that mean? Oh, there's going to be a yellow warning of rain. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. They do go on a bit about that. And the wind's going to be low as well. On Monday, it's a slightly higher wind on Monday, 14 miles an hour, light clouds, moderate breeze. Just looking at throughout the week, I want to put the guinea pigs out when there's no rain, and then when there's a bit of sunshine. We want 20 degrees. That's not going to happen all week. Okay, until oh, well, they might come out Sunday, but they just won't. And that's the thing. In England, we're totally dictated by the weather. The weather is so unpredictable. It's awful. So we had 10 likes on this live stream so far. Thank you very, very much indeed. We are just up at 1 hour 20 on the clock. We've got some broccoli there and some tomatoes. We gave some cucumber earlier on. You've got Myrtle there just ahead of you. She is how old is she? She's 3 and she's come to 3.5. Gosh, she's getting quite old for a guinea pig. And then her daughter Mercury is 2.5. There we are. So as you can see, so Myrtle there, beautiful guinea pig. Her mum is Stardust and her dad was Hercules. There we are. So anyone who's heard me talk about Plato, Plato is the mum of Hercules, and Hercules is the dad of the beautiful Myrtle. Now, I do jokingly say that Myrtle's miserable, but when you pick her up, she's actually rather sweet. She's rather sweet. So it's she's not that bad. There we are. So Angela is said, here comes Myrtle. And you can see, look, she's taken a tomato. They're the small ones. They're not obviously they're small ones, they're not big tomatoes, they're little ones. And I've cut off all the bits that are bruised and bashed and too wrinkled, and then they're all good stuff. So there's some guinea pigs there. Let me just turn this camera around. I can turn the camera around. There we are. So we can do that. So you've got the back of Mercury there. You've also got that carry box. You see that blue carry box with the white top? That's what I use to carry them around in. But I hold it from underneath. I don't hold it from the carry handle because there's only two plastic catches at the side, and I always worry that if they're too heavy, the whole thing will collapse and then it will just fall on the floor. So that's not much cop. That's not very good. So you've got Myrtle there. Now these little houses and these wooden tunnels, you can buy, there's a link up in the description of this live stream, and we get a few pennies through the Amazon affiliate scheme. So if you want to, there's a link there. These are really nice cages. These are nice little house actually. There's two doorways in them, so the guinea pigs don't get trapped. Always good that when you have the little houses to make sure there's at least two doorways. There's Mercury. Here she comes. She smelt the tomatoes, and when she grabs, she'll dash back. They always do that. They always grab and dash. What they never, we have that in their cages. They literally will grab a piece and then rush back into a corner. Now, why they can't just sit still, I don't know, and stay where they are. So it's all very good. We had 10 people that have put a thumbs up, so that's really, really good. So thank you very much indeed. We've had, I'm trying to see how many individuals people we've had. So this stream has had 4 people watching at one point, I think over a period of time, not over like a flash point of few seconds, so that's all good. So we welcome everyone for watching. The more we watch, the better. That's all good stuff. What else have we got? We've got. We've got some all really, really, really good stuff. So here we are. So we've got the newest piece of content we've got is we've got a new video, which is the pregnancy journey of moon dust and of Ted 2. That's only just gone up, so that's going to take some time. That's fine. It is, after all, Sunday morning. And we've got, so you're currently looking at Myrtle and Mercury. Mercury is just eating. Let me move the camera back. Now we should get some good footage here of Myrtle. Mercury. She'll come back, and there's Myrtle. Now they'll either eat it or grab and dash back. Hopefully they'll eat it, but they won't do what I said. I bet they lift it and pull it back. Oh. Oh, I thought they would just sit and eat, but they didn't. Right, I'm going to grab that coffee. We're at 1 hour 26 on the video. It's really, really good. Much appreciated. We've done really well. We'll get up to at least 2 hours on this, maybe slightly longer. My Sunday mornings generally consist of me weighing the guinea pigs, and then we do a bit of content creation sometimes. And then we've got the usual family things today. So we've got to make sure the kids are all ready for school, and we're ready for the week. And I cleaned the guinea pigs out actually on, when did I clean them out? Friday. So I cleaned them all out Friday, which is good stuff. And I'll clean them out again in about 4 days' time. So there's plenty of, or maybe 3, but they'll also get cleaned out, which is good stuff. We've got some ideas on these live streams. We don't just have to have the guinea pigs. We can actually potentially put the live stream on us, and we can do like a show, like a desk show with all the other things that we have guinea pig related, and we can talk and stuff. So that's something which we want to develop further. A huge success that was on Facebook. We did some amazing Facebook lives where I sat on a very uncomfortable sofa and basically presented for half an hour with a couple of guinea pigs that came out, and I held and put on my lap, and we got some close-ups. And then camera lady was then reading all the comments. We got like 20 people watching, or 20 other devices were watching us, and we'd have lots of people, lots of chit chat, and that was all good stuff. So if you haven't already, do give us a thumbs up and a like. We're approaching 1 hour 30 on this live stream. You are watching. We are based in England, in a part of England called Buckinghamshire, and we have my name's Simon, and we've got 16 guinea pigs here, of which 14 are ours. 2 are Borrow's. We're running these live streams inside the house because we can't really put them out on the grass at the moment. You've currently got 2 of our guinea pigs in here. You can see Mercury just to your left, and we've got Myrtle on the far left that you can't see. We've got a webcam which we can move around manually. It doesn't go automatically. And we hope we get lots of views. That would be fantastic. So it's just something a little bit different. Maybe you're eating your breakfast, or like Andrew, you clean your guinea pigs out. Who knows? So I will grab my coffee. I will come back. Stay there, please. I think I've got a load of dishwasher, but it's all good. Right, so I've done a few little bits and pieces. It's all about when we're online here. It's all about just trying to keep things moving. Right, so we're almost at 3 hours of watch time, and we've got 1 hour 40 on the clock. So thank you very, very much indeed. We've had 11 likes, which is absolutely awesome. And we went live this morning at just after 8 o'clock. So very early, but very nice. Now the moon dust meeting TED2 video that's now had 4 views. Thank you all so much for watching that. Has some nice view duration about that. So thank you. So you can watch that a bit later on if you fancy. It's a nice video. We did it actually on Sunday last week. We batch recorded 4 videos last week. I did. Let's see, what did we do? We did first, wasn't it? So we did one on Pythagoras. Then we did Xenocrates' 4. Then we did a moon dust update, which was just saying everything's all okay and she's good, she's happy, healthy, her weight's good. And then we decided to put together on the table moon dust and TED2, just so that we then had that one done. But they haven't actually properly met. They just were on the table, and it was great. So we've done that, which is lovely. So that's what we've got so far that we did. Now we tried to do a video every 2 days on our. That's a nice view there. Look, nice view there of Myrtle. So so going back to the videos that we're trying to put out, we've done a video every 2 days now. That's since the 25th of August. So for nearly, when would that be? The last 2 weeks now, we have put the video up. So it's been really, really good. So we've done lots of videos, and yeah, really, really, really impressive. So very, very good indeed on that. So what you've seen over the last 2 weeks is we did a Q&A. They're always very popular. We're going to do another Q&A soon. So do please, we'll get some questions on that. We've then did an update on TED2. Then we introduced you to TED2 and Pepsi. Then we did Stripe and TED2. We did a video on them. Just starting a pregnancy series on Stripe, which we hope to follow through over the next few weeks, every 2-3 weeks. Not a lot of news to start with, but then it picks up. Then we did an update on Pythagoras, because she was about 9 weeks old. That was awesome. A lot of interest on Pythagoras. I think everyone likes the teddies. That's all good stuff. And then we did, obviously, the Xenocrates. It's her birthday. She was 4. A lovely, lovely Guinea Pig. She's our matriarchal teddy. She's in charge of the teddies. She's very well respected. Her daughter Democritus really, really likes her, and her sister, Xenocrates' sister Luna. They really have a close bond. Her and Xenocrates, very close indeed. They'll sit next to each other for hours. They used to. Luna used to sit next to her mum, Epicurus, and I think Luna was very. I think as an animal, I think she was very saddened when her mum went, and so to have that closer bond with Xenocrates, even if she doesn't view her as a sister, but even if she just views her as a nice guinea pig, she is very, very comfortable, and that's really nice. That's great of Xenocrates. They're very close together. If anything, Xenocrates is closer to Luna than to her own daughter. But like I said, I don't think they realise relationship-wise what they are. Then we did an update on Moondust, just updating, because everyone does ask about Moondust. When Moondust lost her baby, her litter, quite a few weeks ago, just checking she was okay. She's had a good few weeks on the grass. She's eaten well. We weigh them every Sunday, so we've made sure her weight's gone back up. And her weight now is ready to meet Ted 2 properly. And then we obviously did that meeting of her and Ted 2 last week. So officially, it'll all happen today. So that's what we've had done. And I think today we're going to do a video on the Guinea Pig magazine. We're going to do a picking the guinea pigs up, and then we'll do like Pythagoras meets. This is something when Pythagoras will meet in close proximity some of the guinea pigs that we've got, not the ones that she's already met, but that could be quite fun. So we can do those quite easily. There won't be long videos. They might be 5 minutes. It's just something fun. It keeps it ticking over. Sometimes we're going to get a video that will be popular, and then it will go into the YouTube algorithm. And also, one of our contributors, Spot, has said that the more regular videos you can put out, then the algorithm of YouTube likes that. So we are not putting content out for the sake of it. We're trying to put some value onto it. So people are interested in different types of guinea pigs, and it's interesting just to have showing Pythagoras with some of the others. And we've also had some great comments during the live stream yesterday. Some great ideas from Pluto Rabbits and from Spot about what other content we can do. So again, lots and lots to do with regards to that. Now, we're nearly up to 1 hour 50 on this live stream on a Sunday morning. If you're just joining us, good morning. If you're on a catch back on the watching, thank you very much for choosing to rewatch this. Only there's 2 guinea pigs in here, only Mercury and Myrtle. We've had some really good. We're coming up to 2 hours, got 10 minutes to go, and we've had 3 hours of view time, which is good, which we're very pleased about. So long as we have more overall total watch time rather than the actual clock time, that's all means it's totally worthwhile. And it's nice to get one out of the way, actually. Just do once and everything technically works. There are. So I think that's the 4th coffee I've had of the day. Quite a lot of coffee. But if it's nice and early, it's not too bad. So I think I mixed up the decaf with the usual stuff. So what I am going to do is I am going to get myself ready for the day, and I will then come back here. Okay, so I'm going to disappear for a few minutes, and then I'll come back. And I'll just put something up on Facebook, because it's always nice to keep things moving. Let's see what we've got. Go. So I'm actually looking for some photographs to put up onto the Facebook channel that we have. So I'm just also I'm looking at photographs. I did a park run yesterday, and someone was taking pictures. Um, and they just loaded them up. There's loads of them. So I'm just going through and see if I can find a picture of me. I was thinking they were in order, but they don't appear to be in total order. So I'm just seeing what we've got. It's so difficult. I'm looking at all the people that I'd overtaken on the run, and I'm trying to work out where I was positioned. At that point, when the photos were done, it was a little early, and I'm looking at people running with dogs and with buggies. There's a lady there that I saw on the way up the hill. That was the baby that was. Oh, that baby got a bit upset towards the end. Um, I overtook him. Oh, right. Maybe they didn't put me up. Oh, that's me. That's cool. There we are. So that was cool. That was cool. So it's oh, don't my legs look good now. Ah, yeah. So this lady just sat in the by the side of uh the park run in the because we go to a local woods, and she was taking pictures. So it was really, really, really good of her. Really, really, really impressive. So that's very good. Let's put something up on Facebook. Very important to see what we can do. Oh, there we are. So we've got. It's always interesting trying to run a commentary while typing. It's trying to make a mistake because otherwise I've got to redo it. Oh no, I won't do that. Let me get back. There we are. When you type on a phone, there's so little space. It's taken this morning now. This morning. There we are. I always put thank you on any post I put up because I think I do appreciate people just liking our content. It's really, really, really nice. We have a great, thriving community, and you can never take people for granted because people are giving you their most precious commodity, which is, or one of their most precious commodities, which is their time. And obviously, we would love people to spend hours watching this, but that's not going to happen. Let's just put that last one up. Guinea Pig. Also, you don't get a lot of crossover from our. So when we go from one social media type to another, we don't get a lot of crossover of people jumping over. So that's a shame. Never mind. So it now comes to 2 hours, um, which is really, 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 really appreciated. I'll just go back on that. Refresh that. I'm always worried I'm going to press the wrong button and then it'll be like, oh no. Okay. So I've just put some pictures up. It's 10:14. Put some pictures up on Facebook to see how quickly it takes to get some likes. Now I put some pictures up yesterday of Honeydew, Coco, and Bella. They had 327, emojis or whatever you want to call them. Can you believe that? And I put the link up saying we were live. We didn't get 327 people coming across. Likewise, yesterday on the community page on YouTube, didn't get loads of people coming across. So clearly, people are quite. They'll watch some things, and they'll not watch things. So it's just how it goes. And you get the situation where you've got to appreciate everyone's just as individuals. You've got to think, oh yeah, not everyone wants to watch hours and hours of guinea pigs. So we shall see. Right, we're coming up to 2 hours now. I'm just going to do a quick check of our times and stuff. So it's all going good. So we're over 3 hours here of view time, which is great. We're obviously really, really early for a Sunday morning, and people aren't aware that we actually are live. So it's quite difficult to go on live, and we've also put up the video of Moondust and Ted 2. But again, you're meant to put the videos up at a time when lots of people are on. So we're just putting them up randomly. And whilst that does affect things, it's good to get a lot of content out there. We've had I use the analogy when you're at a library, if there's not very many books, you don't spend long in there. But if there's lots of books, you'll browse. And the idea is that we put a lot of content out there and people can browse and look. So we've had 12 likes on this live stream already. So thank you, everyone who's put a like up there. So even if you're not watching for long, you're still just adding to it. So thank you very much, Steve. At 12 likes, you don't have to put any comments up. Just hit that like, hit that thumbs up. That'd be great. And then I will tell you. I'll update the figures on our. Oh, so we've had a couple of people already. Let's just. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's just put this here, and then let's go into this. And what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to go into the Facebook post I put up. Here we are. You can see them live right now. Right now. There we are. Let's do that. And we might get people joining us. So I put a link up on the Facebook page I just put up about some pictures. I put some pictures of Mercury and Myrtle, and hopefully that will do something. I don't know. Let's see. Want to do? I've said numerous times. I'm really worried I'll close the wrong blooming thing down. So I don't want to do that. Right, I'm going to grab some toast and I'll come back. So inside there is Mercury, and the others will come around. Don't worry. We've got so Myrtle's in there as well. We've got we're at 2 hours 13. So that's all really, really appreciated. Thank you very much. We are getting people clicking on. And that's all good stuff. They're all very happy, which is lovely stuff. So it's slowed down a little bit. They've had something to eat. I'm eating some toast. pictures I put up just about 21 minutes ago of Myrtle and Mercury, 32 emoji things already, and we haven't had that much crossover at all onto the video. So people do like to stay on the social media they're comfortable with, which I realise that now, but I was very surprised when I first saw it. I was like, whoa! So that's how it all goes. Now, one of the things that we've got now is we've got the 10 views of the moon dust meeting TED2, which is always quite fun, and that's very, very nice indeed. We've clearly doing a live stream on a Sunday morning is very relaxing. It's not difficult to do, and that's all good stuff. So it all counts. So that's the thing, it all counts. So it's really, really good. Haven't had tons and tons of people clicking in, but it's Sunday morning. People have got other things to do. Also, we do get quite a lot of the American audience clicking. It's only 4:30 for them at the moment, so we have to be reasonably realistic. We're not going to get 10,000 views suddenly. Yesterday's figures were very nice. We had, just from what I can see, we did a two-parter on Honeydew because the screen went down. But that came in over 12 hours on that in total. And we did one earlier on with Stardust Storm Moon Dust. That was a 3 hour, and that's coming at 17. But I think there's a bit more as well on top of that. But that's all really, really good. So we do get people catching in. On Friday afternoon, we did one for about 2 hours 20. That was in the morning. That was so Friday morning didn't really work very well. We had 3 hours on that because people were all away at work and all that sort of stuff. The afternoon, TED2 Pepsi and Stripe, that was 3 and 3/4 hours. That got 5. That got more than 5 hours actually. So that was quite good. That was quite good. Last Sunday was 3.5 hours, and that got it's saying it got 8 hours. It got more than that actually. But we've had some really, really good live streams. The live streams have been sensational, and live streams are quite straightforward to do. They're not actually difficult to set up at all. They're pretty straightforward. Once you've got a nice setup, you can then just run stuff. So that's all good. Right, I am going to disappear for a few minutes. Then I'll come back and we'll see where we are on this. Okay, so please, thank you very much indeed. You're listening to Simon, and I'll come back soon. Thank you. Right, so there we are. So in our absence, we've had Michael Wyckoff has come on. I love you. He's got three himself. Thank you very much, Michael, for joining us. I go backwards and forwards from this, so I do apologise for not being here while you came on, but thank you very, very, very much indeed. Now we are approaching 2 hours 44 on this, and in total we've had say 3 hours 4. So we have had some good view time. Now it's started to rain outside. That's interesting. So we've had some good things. I think Angela's wandered off, which is all okay. We've had some other things here. The pregnancy of journey of Ted 2 with moon dust. That's got some nice views. Slowly, slowly. Sunday morning is good for us, not necessarily good for you guys. But that's all fine. Um, let's see. 56. 56 likes on Facebook. So if these people on Facebook could watch YouTube, we'd have a lot of hours. But it doesn't work quite that way. People obviously do other things. So there we are. So we've now got there we go. We're now at 240, 245. So what we're gonna do, the views have slightly dissipated over the last few minutes. So what we're going to do is we are going to, let me just check this down. Right. Well, I'll run this through for another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll get to a nice clean 3 hours, and then we will get things set up for Ted 2. All right, so I'll come back in about 10 minutes, and then we'll see where we are. Fantastic stuff. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll move the camera, and then we'll get a bit of. I'll move the camera back. Right, lovely stuff, people. It's Simon speaking. We're at 3 hours here. So, what have we had? Okay, so thank you very much indeed for watching. That is truly awesome. We have had the warm up, and we have got TED 2 with Stripe, Pepsi, and Moon Dust coming up later. So, I'm going to stop this. We've got to do a bit of a turnaround. So I reckon within about 40 minutes, an hour, we're going to be back live because I want Ted to have a wander around Moon Dust. I don't want all that to be on live stream. So anyway, so we are going to close this down. Thank you all so very, very, very much indeed. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been fun to do something on a Sunday morning. Maybe we've caught a few of you that we haven't had before, which is all extremely good. So do come back about an hour's time, okay? And then we'll go on that. So thank you all so much.